Hey guys, welcome back to Bearded Lumber. Matthew and I appreciate you being here today. Got something unusual here. We don't do a lot of these. It's walnut. So let's get through the introduction and we'll come back and talk about it. Okay guys, a lot of people around the country love working with walnut, and I do too. I like working walnut. I don't like paying what it normally costs to buy walnut. I don't normally buy logs of walnut because I can't get enough of them to keep them in inventory to make it really worth my trouble fooling with. This is actually customer wood. It was a blowdown from the hurricane. We've got a 10-foot piece here, and I got a 16-footer out there. We're gonna make two 8-foot pieces. Customer made it real simple. He wants one, just 2-inch live edge slabs, and then the other one we're gonna cut it into 1-inch square boards, one by whatever. You know, he didn't care, 4, 5, 6, 8, whatever we can get out of it. So that's kind of the goal. Let's get it set up, get it opened up. Might even pour a little water on this so we can see the grain. The wood looks good by the end grain here. No heart rot, no checks, very little white wood. I think this tree was probably in decline before the hurricane got it. If it was real fresh and healthy, there'd be a 1.5 to 2-inch white ring all the way around here, and it may be a little more pronounced when we saw it open, but I can't see it right now. So let's get everything set up. Let's open it up. I want to see what it looks like. some issues. Got some wind shake in it. Okay, guys, we got 3 slabs cut off of it, and it is not as good as it looks. And this is why I don't pay top dollars for walnut logs, cherry logs, stuff like that. Matthew's going to grab the camera, and I'm going to show you up close. This tree's got what we call a bad wind shake here. It runs all the way to here. You can see it in this slab as well as this one. It has more white in it than it showed. And it's actually got some heart defect down here on this end. These are not going to be premium slabs. Now let's look at what it looks like with some water poured on it. And make a grain pop. Look at that. It is pretty. But when you dry it, this crack is not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. But the center section of the log looks good. But this is why people like walnut. It has that beautiful grain to it. If this was my log, it fell down on my property, I'd be glad to have it. If I bought this log, I'd be upset because there's 3 foot on that end and 2 foot on this end that is useless, you know. Those people buy a piece of lumber, they don't want to buy a cracked up, split up, you know, piece of junk. So that's why I steer away from it. We prefer pine, poplar, red oak, white oak around here, maple, stuff we can get our hands on every day. But that's pretty stuff. I'm gonna flip this over, cut it all the way to the bottom, and we'll come back when we get this other log and we'll get it opened up and see what it looks like inside. So hang on, we'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. I like sawing walnut. It saws pretty consistently. The knots don't give you a hard time wanting to wander the blade if your blade's a little dull. These 3 logs, let's talk about them. The first one we did live edge had some issues. The second one I sawed, maybe you see it in the video, it had a hole in the middle of it. It's in there. And then the third log I sawed, it was pretty decent. It made 6 or 8 good 1x8s, and then I run the rest of it through the edger in 1x6s to make nice even layers. Did they get their money's worth? Yes. They got 327 board feet. It is pretty wood. If you was cutting it for resale, it'd be a little harder because they're not going to be perfect boards. They're going to be in the probably 75% range. But for the homeowner cutting their tree, that's perfectly acceptable. Now, if I had purchased this tree and was trying to sell it, I wouldn't be very happy because there's be a lot of waste in here, a lot of retrimming, a lot of these 8-inch boards that end up being 6-inch boards. The ones that had rot at the end of them, instead of being an 8-foot board, it'd been a 5-foot board, and you know, I'd probably took a bath on it. So, gotta be careful buying logs, guys. It's hard to see the defects on some of these logs when you're looking from the outside. You can see knots, you can see intrusions, you can see one that's crooked, banana shaped, whatever. But until you open it up, you don't know what you're gonna find. I saw this 16-footer in half and I seen no signs of any rot. But when I opened it up, I found it. So just be careful with that. You know, live and learn. You know, that's the way life goes. But I really enjoy sawing this. Customer be tickled to death with it. It's exactly what he wanted. A bunch of 1.5-inch live edge slabs, and the rest of it just square boards. He'll take it home, dry it. In a couple of years, he'll make some kind of project out of it. So don't turn your back on sawing it if you get an opportunity. I guess my tip is just be careful what you pay for it, because around here people think this stuff is like gold, and it's not. I'm sorry. I had a person call me the other day, want to know if I want to buy a log, and I told them no. And they kind of got offended. Well, why don't you want it? Well, let me tell you why I don't want it. I'm going to saw it for you. First thing you're going to do is you're going to leave it laying at your house for a year to get rid of this white ring. Then you're going to bring it to me, and I'm going to saw it, and I'm going to charge you to saw it. And then I'm going to kiln dry it, and I'm going to charge you to kiln dry it. Then you're going to take it home, and you're going to try to market it to somebody that wants to pay you $2 a board foot for woods you got that much or more into. He's like, what? So I don't want to fool with it, but it's not worth my time and trouble. We prefer the species of lumber that we can get a lot of. Around here, that's white pine, yellow pine, forest pine, maple, hickory, poplar. Then, of course, your red oak, white oak, chestnut oak, stuff like that. It's readily available. It's easy to get. It's all the time coming up, you know, for sale. So I hope that helps. Don't be afraid to try it. Just make sure you leave a little margin for waste if you buy a bad log. Especially if you buy one and if you buy one of these and they come out of somebody's yard, I can about guarantee you it's got a nail in it somewhere, if not lots of them. Because they spend a lot of time around people's yards, and there's bird houses, clotheslines, fences, just name the gamut that's been nailed to it over the last 70, 80, 100 years. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Appreciate you watching. I hope you got something out of it. If you got any questions, comments, drop them in the comment section below. Be glad to try to answer them for you. It is a wonderful species in the South, you know, southern walnut. So I'm tired. It's late Friday night. It's time to go home. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.